Welcome to another episode of What Time Is It? The show like you've never seen before. My name is Ntube Nane, and today we'll be talking about something different. I have a very special guest on the show today. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
How is your day going?
My day is going good and it's blessed like no day ever.
That's nice. Can you please tell us your name and where you come from?
I'm known by many things, but actually I'm Richard Opeji. I'm from the Republic of Cameroon, that's somewhere central west of Africa. But at the moment I reside in Richardson, Texas.
That is very, very nice. I'm from Cameroon too. I am very happy to have you on this show today. And what I would like us to talk about is the reasons why Africans are held back a lot. We know that Africa is a great continent. I know we've been told we're poor, but to me, we're not poor. We have a lot of stuff, we have good culture. What do you think is the reason why Africa as a whole, or Cameroon as a specific country, is not at the place of development that it's supposed to be?
Well, in my opinion, I'll keep it my opinion, it's a mind game. It's a game about mindset. Throughout colonial history till date, we have been made to know that we are incapable of many things. But for records, just for the records in modern times, there are so many things which Africa is capable of doing, Africans are capable of doing. We can see in the likes of Nigeria, we can see in the likes of Ghana, we can see in the likes of Rwanda, we can see in the likes of South Africa. Despite the very inhuman treatment Africa has been subjected to, despite the fact that we were humane to all races of life. So to me, it's just a mind game, and I think it's high time, we keep on having shows like this at every level of the world to make Africans know that, in particular Cameroonians, we are capable of the unknown.
Okay.
And on the unknown which is capable of saving mankind, we are capable of it.
Okay, so you did mention that during the colonial race, things happened, which is true, but Africa has been out of colonialism for a minute now. And I feel like we are still, to be the most underdeveloped continent in the world is weird because Africa is the richest continent. We have everything, good climate, we have food, we have natural resources, we have a good culture, we have strong people who have helped build other nations. So what do you think is the reason that post-colonialism, Africa is still so backward? We're heavily indebted. We have many more people trying to immigrate to the US and other Western countries. What do you feel like is the reason behind that setback?
Well, like I earlier began telling you, it's a mind game. The colonial era has done its job, but we have to stop crying the victim game. The colonial era has come. It is still there in the name of neocolonialism. I don't want to say what China and the other Western powers are doing in Africa today. But nobody's going to do our homework for us. That is what we have to accept. We may have multinational companies that come to Africa to trade with us, other countries that come to Africa to trade with us. Nobody is going to do our homework for us. And I don't want to be sarcastic enough, but I don't have faith in the current leadership of Africa, West Africa and worst of it, Cameroon. I don't have faith. But yes, I believe in my generation, we have what it takes, the women and men of my generation, to change the face of Africa for our children. I believe that.
That is very good. You did mention trade. That's one of the things I have found weird growing up. It doesn't make sense that Africa does not encourage intercontinent like trading inside Africa. Everyone focuses on, hey, we need to get stuff, we have to sell it to the rest of the world. We don't focus on countries in Africa that need all of that food, and which is a problem. So what do you think we should do better in order to grow as a people, I know there's a lot of work to be done. We need to do research, we need to educate people. But what, in your opinion, is the first step towards building a bigger and better Africa?
We have to believe in the unique concept of who we are as Africans. You know, if you look at Africa today, every nation which is fighting among itself is caused by some values that were not originally ours. I will call today the Cameroons. The Cameroons, because in as much as we don't want to say it out loudly, there are two Cameroons. What are we fighting for? French and English values which are not even ours. You don't hear that a Bakure man is going to fight a Littoral man, a man from Douala. All you hear is we are fighting over values which are not ours. We are fighting over values which are traditionally those of the British and the French people. Those are not our values. And how does it come about? The divide and conquer system which the white man used in dividing Africa. And that is what makes you and I today, if I have cocoa to sell and you have coffee to sell, which I should sell to your community to help you, or you sell to my community to help me, which we used to do trade by barter. But when the white man comes with his pound or dollar, and with the divisive mentality which we have, we prefer to trade with them. And then when we get that power, we use it against our own brothers. That should stop. It's not going to help Africa in any way. Yes, we do have the education, but that is not enough. We should have very powerful institutions where we can chisel these ideas into realities and practicality. We need to invest in research. If you are studying, or if you are an engineer who makes pencils in Africa, you need to know about the history of pencils. And how does that come about? We need to have museums. We need to invest in our engineering. I am just tired of having Chinese making African roads. Where are the engineering students we send to school in Africa?
Yeah, and we spend a lot of money doing that.
Where are the doctors that Africa spent a lot of money training, and then when it comes to time to treat our African politicians and businessmen, they fly to Europe, China, or America to get treatment? So it becomes the question, the education which we talk about that we have, where is it if we cannot use it in our continent for the good of our population? And again, it still goes down to the aspect of mindset. We have been beaten by the divide and conquer system. So we do not even believe in the true values that we have. Africa is the richest continent. We have the richest soil. We have the richest natural resources. But yet, it is being depleted for the good of Europe, the good of America. And then we have a whole mass of African children, mothers who cannot feed their families, children who cannot afford basic commodities of life like education. So, it is high time, those of us who are here, we should start educating our brothers and sisters back home about the mindset game. It is all a mindset game for me.
Oh yeah, it's definitely about how you think. If you tell yourself you cannot do this, you're not going to do it. But if you tell yourself you can, I think you'll be able to do it. And I just want to throw in there that there's something else that I feel like it's the bigger problem of Africa. We don't look at ourselves as Africans. You see Nigeria progressing. We don't try to emulate what they're doing or investigate what they're doing to grow. All we try to do is say, oh, Nigerians, we try to criticize. And which I think is the overall problem of the whole trading inside Africa, encouraging other Africans to become better. I feel like we spend most of our time fighting amongst ourselves, of which we don't need to fight with anybody. We have a limited time on earth. You live, you die. It's the same for every race, every continent, every generation. So I know that you have mentioned that we should invest more in research and all of that. Is there anything else you feel like our audience should know about working together? Like what are the little things that we can do to start this process? Because we don't have to say, oh, in 5 years we're going to do this. What do you think we can start doing now to make Cameroon better, to make Africa as a continent better?
Well, first of all, we have to eliminate the concept of entitlement, which is what is killing many Africans and Cameroonians in particular. I talk Cameroonians because they are people whom I live with every day, and we work and do business with every day. This aspect of entitlement, you know, and it does not go to address those, just the Cameroonians who are here. I'm talking about Cameroonians as well who are back home. If our brothers and sisters back home, for example, do expect that those in the diaspora should come and contribute to the welfare of Cameroon, they as well have a responsibility. It is a two-way street. We can't bring all the dollars that we spend all our lives here working and they fold their arms and wait that Cameroon is going to be a 21st century nation. It is a two-way street. It is high time we get off our high horses as Mr. or Mrs. Doctor or whoever. Fold up your sleeves, fold up your trousers, get into the mud and walk to build our continent. It is possible. It is possible. I'm not saying it's
doable.
easy. I'm not saying it's easy. You are not going to sit from a very comfort zone to change your surrounding. We have to work. We have to bend the midnight candles. We have to be very practical about it. I mean, we need to invest into our engineering. We need to invest into our art. You know, we can't keep depending on apps made by different countries, and then the people, young minds that will spend monies on training, turn out to be nothing. So I mean, that is just it. We should get off our high horses and keep away the entitlement mentality
And do the work. Okay,
that's
well.
just it.
Well, yeah, that's good. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Nopeji, I mean, that was impressive. I like the points that you threw out there, and I do hope our audience like it too. But thank you so much for coming on the show. And of course, you're always welcome to come back. I hope to have you here some other time with good ideas, better ideas. And of course, you guys know what time is it. It is time for us to grow. Thank you so much for watching. And do not forget, share the video, drop your comments. We need to grow as a people and we need to do the work. Have a blessed day.